Welcome to this makeup tutorial of the Java Master course. So in this lecture we will know how to print certain particular patterns in the Java. So here are the 5 questions which we shall practice in this. First we shall practice this last one and then these 4 ones, okay? So these are very crucial part of understanding the loops and logic building. So let's examine this example first. I mean, if you are capable to do this, you will surely can do other examples as well, okay? So first of all, as you can see that in this diagram there are the certain rows, there are certain columns. As you can see, these are pointed vertically, and certain rows which are marked horizontally, okay? So there are two types of loops, the outer loops and the inner loops. One of the loop will control the rows and other will control the columns. So these loops are called the nested loops, okay? Here you can see that the outer loop controls the rows and the inner loop controls the columns. So we shall use two type of loops for these things. So let's make the solution of our first question. So for this we shall need, I have made this class already and we have declared the main method in it. So this is very trivial, you all are familiar with it. So first of all, I will write the outer loop. It will start from int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. This line declares that the pattern will have 5 rows. Now I want 5 star in each row, okay? For int j is equal to 0, just to distinguish you can write I also in the same loop, okay? J less than 5, j plus plus, okay? Now I want to print the star. For this I will write SOUT, and here I will give a space, star and space, just to make it visualize betterly, okay? So here I will remove the ln, because if I keep writing the ln, it will print the 5 lines, it will print the next line 25 times, okay? 5 for this and multiply 5 by this 25 times. So I don't want this. I want the line after the line, one line is completed, so I will write the print next line outside this inner loop, okay? Here I will write the this line will print the new line, okay? So let's try to run this program, and it is running, and here you can see that it has beautifully printed the pattern of the stars. So now it's time for our second and third question. So in the second question, we have noticed from our printing pattern that in first row we need 1 star, in second row we need second star, and in third row we need 3 star, and simply up to for the fifth row. So let's write the logic. The outer loop will start from 1 to 5, and it indicates that it will print the 5 rows, okay? So now write the inner loop, okay? So this is the bit understanding, you have to understand this first. So now we will write here j less than I plus 1, okay? And now j plus plus, and remove this ln to avoid printing line in the inner loop, and print here the star, and here the new line, okay? So this will print our desired, as you can see it has printed our desired output, okay? So for the third question it will be quite similar. For the third question, we notice that in the first row we want 5 star, in the second row we want 4 star, okay? So we will start our inner loop from 5, and we will change this to this 5 greater than and j minus minus, because it is starting from 5 and decrementing up to that, okay? So this will print hopefully or the next part. As you can see that here you can see that it has beautifully printed our third question, okay? So you have just remember and notice these two loops, okay? So these two loops are very important. Actually the second one is far more important than the first one. The first one is just printing the rows, 5 rows, okay? Second one, in the second one, or the main logic is hidden. So now check our question number 4. So it is question number 4 and 5 are a bit tricky. These are not easy. I have written the code for your convenience to save your time, and now we will explain it, okay? So as you can see, as you have seen, that the question number 4 consists of 5 rows, and in each row there are certain spaces and certain number of stars. In the first row, pause the and backward the video and check that first in the first row there are 4 spaces, and at the end there are stars, okay? So this for loop indicates that we want 5 rows, okay? So inside this for loop there are 2 inner for loops. These are nested 2 for loops. First loop, as you can see, it will print 4 spaces, and next will print the stars, okay? So we have used I in as you can see in the we have taken the help of I to print the both spaces, okay? So the at the first we want that the 4 spaces should be printed and 1 star. At the next we want 3 spaces and 2 star, and then 2 spaces and 3 stars, okay? So this I will help us. When I is equal to 1, the loop will start from 0 to 4, and 4 places will be printed, and here with help of I we are printing 1 star. When I is equal to 2, there will be 3 spaces will be printed and 2 star, and then our whole question shall be solved, okay? So let's run this, what is happening. So here check how beautifully it has printed this pattern of star, okay? So this was our required output. So let's check the question number 5. So guys, we are back with the question number 5. So here's the question number 5. This is actually the inverse of the question number 4. In question number 4, in the first row, first we want to print the spaces, blank spaces, and at the last we want to print the star. But this is the inverse. Here in the first row we want 5 star and 0 spaces. In the second row we want 1 space and 4 star. In the third row we want 2 spaces and 3 star, and like this. So we will also use I in this case. So this first loop print the 4 lines, and this inner second loop tell us that the spaces at the first row we want 0 spaces. At the first row the I is equal to 0 and we want the 0 space. In the second in the same row we want the 5 stars. Okay, so this will print the 5 star for us. Okay, and this is the code. You may pause the video and navigate this code. So let's run it. And as you can see, in the first row it has printed the 5 star and 0 space. In the second row it has printed the 4 stars and 1 space. In third, 3 star, 2 space, 2 star, 3 space, and 1 star, 5 spaces. Okay, so it all depends upon this value of I and how it is being used, how it is incremented and decremented. So these questions are very helpful in building the logic of the loops and the conditional statements. Okay, so this is a very important question. So we have done 5 of these, so you should practice these.